All right, we made it to Athens and we're at the Airbnb and pretty much as advertised what we expected. Um, really close. Well, look, I'm not going to say any more words. Look at this. Look at this view from our private patio at our Airbnb. I mean, the Acropolis, the Parthenon, right there, like 100 meters away. Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on. How sick is that? Really, how sick is this view? Okay, there are no words, right? We're in mainland Greece. We're in Athens. We're here for a few days, and we get to see this view every day. So, yeah, speechless. Another view opposite of the Acropolis of where we're staying. I thought we were staying in, I forget where. I'll have to look it up again, but the guy told me it was a different location, closer to the Acropolis, so I guess they call it something a little different. Monastiraki. I thought we were staying in Monastiraki. He says this is not Monastiraki. Monastiraki is on the other side. Monastiraki is on the other side of the Acropolis. That side is Monastiraki. This side says something start with a K. I have to look it up. Okay, you're not watching for accurate information and pronunciation. Right? If you're watching, it's probably because you're bored as hell with other videos you're seeing on YouTube, and you just want someone stupid like me going around the world. Well, we're in Athens, so you got your wish. Alright, we're out near the Acropolis, so I take a little walk around. We're going to head up tomorrow. They're using a new ticketing system where you reserve an hour block, and you can arrive 15 minutes before the start or 15 minutes after the end, and then you get admitted. So I read about them creating a system to try to limit the number of visitors they have every year over tourism, and so they're trying this out. We'll see how much they actually use it, because there are going to be still people who don't know anything about it, and they're going to want to show up. They're going to want to show up at the ticket booth and buy tickets right there. So I'm sure they're not going to turn them away, but it's a trial run for now. So we're just walking around the Acropolis to check it out. There it is. So the walkway around is very nice, paved, not gravel or rubble or in disrepair. So they treat this ancient monument with the respect it deserves for as long as it stands. It's been standing about 2,500 years already. So, babe, do you feel the history seeping through your pores? Do you not feel millions who have passed through these arches down the same path? People who didn't have running water or toilets. Oh wait, they actually did have that stuff. Little did you know. But they didn't have Starbucks. Tree line, walk up. Oh no, more hiking. I haven't even told Jay about going up Philippoussis Hill. Probably should save that as a surprise. She loves her hikes. That she does. Alright. Go up, to the left or the right? Left? Left looks gradual, more gradual. I didn't realize this was the parking lot too. Ancient Acropolis meet modern motorbike. careful. And I caught that. Wow. It's a pretty good view. What y'all think? Very nice. Very nice. Great view with 500 of your closest friends, as always. There goes Lycabettus over there. What you think of that view? Huh? And that's just the city. That's the highest point. You can see out to the water. Lycabettus, I don't know what it's called. They actually have a cable car that goes up there. Yep. Or you could take a taxi to the cable car station. So, and then of course, you see there in the background, Acropolis. What do you think of that view? She said it's amazing. Including your husband? I did not pay her to say that. Alright, again. Tomorrow, Acropolis and some other things. Gonna sneak in a hike to Lycabettus and tell Joyce we're actually going somewhere that requires no hiking. And then down there's some more ruins and stuff. Alright, so now we're just doing some random wandering around the Monastiraki area after we took a walk up to the hill next to the Acropolis and caught a great view. We'll have to go back for sunset maybe tomorrow. But yeah, so we're just kind of wandering around and getting a lay of the land and seeing what's up, and be careful where you walk and stuff. So, anyway. He's happy. Let's go left. You want to go left or down?
Doesn't matter. Whichever way.
We're going some way. Huh? What?
No, I was just trying to think of if you wanted to go more towards the restaurants. It's that way, isn't it?
Okay, let's go that way. Heading towards Monastiraki. Alright, coming through Monastiraki's flea market, which is more just like a lot of shops. I mean, definitely not one like in Florida. So nice, very pretty lined streets and lots of shops if you want to do that. Still pretty busy. And she found some shoes. Oh no, she found some jewelry. Oh my. Look at that. Okay. Alright, I guess we're browsing here, but yeah, so Monastiraki, it's about 6:30 p.m. So looking forward to whenever we decide to have dinner. And yeah. And
Are you hungry?
so I didn't film it earlier, but on our walk through towards Monastiraki, there are a lot of stairway cafes that are all lined up, not just here, but in other areas of the neighborhoods, and they just have cafes. You stand on stairs, sit on stairs with little tables, and people walk by you, and you're having your coffee or your gelato or eating a full meal, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. They're very beautiful. So I'm going to say that they look very lovely, very picturesque. So certainly, if you're into kind of that vibe, give it a try. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about sleeping on a staircase, but hey, as long as I don't trip and fall, right? Okay, well, that didn't work out very well. You gotta remember, you're also walking in traffic sometimes. So, keep your head on a swivel. Alright, we are here. Okay, well, that was a long walk. Alright, we're going to Leonidi and we're going to try it out because it has some good ratings on Google, and Google never lies to me, right? I hope not. Okay, so I lied earlier. We did not go to Leonides, because, yeah, I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, so we ended up at Yard All Day Bar Restaurant. So we're going to give that a try and see how we like it, and we'll let you know. So this is called a Jack Lives Here, and it's made with Jim Beam. Don't ask me why it's not Jim who lives here, but it is what it is. Oh, and somebody whose name rhymes with J told me that all this salt and red pepper was for my drink. Someone's trying to kill me. Clearly that's what's happening here. Clearly. Grayson, make sure you investigate any death of mine. Alright? Okay, so just had to come back to our Airbnb. We walked around. We monastraki. We had dinner at the Yard. We had gelato. We saw lots of kitty cats, lots of fat kitty cats. Totally different than in Naxos in Santorini, where the kitty cats are just skinny, just because it's just, everything is so far in between the restaurants. And anyway, so a lot of fat cats. But this is the highlight. Again, the view of the Acropolis and the Parthenon lit up at night. Just sick. In a good way. Good morning, Parthenon. They're getting ready to hold a concert down there at the theater. See all the lights, the ancient lights that are up in the... Here we are at the Theater of Dionysus. Not what I said earlier, so ignore what I said. I've got to look that up again. wind up here is definitely putting the gimbal to its test. It's holding up. Funny thing, if it's hard to hear me, it's because they saw my microphone on my Osmo Pocket, which isn't very big, and they said, I can't bring an external mic in for some reason. But you can bring your phone's mic, you can bring my gimbal, which has a mic, and I've seen people walking around here with 300mm telephoto lenses, and I can't bring a microphone? Kind of silly, but okay. So, sorry, there's a lot of wind noise, and there is, 10,000 of our closest friends here. But look at that.
But it is nice and elevating.
That will be, and this will actually even scale back further, I think. They're going to bring it down to 20,000 people. But 20,000 people a day. Look at that. Enough about me. Over 2,500 years old, at least. Still here. Despite wars, political changes, despite being blown up. Yeah. A combination of pain and forced labor put all this together. It's amazing, she said. She can't, if I had the microphone, it'd be a lot easier to pick her up with all this wind noise. But wind died down just a bit, so yeah, it's gorgeous. So, if you find the right spots, you're not sitting there with, holding everyone's hands, and yeah, you get some nice little angles and shots, and still not the high point of the day, so it's not really hot up here. It's hotter hiking up the Acropolis than it is actually up here in the direct sunlight. So, but it's beautiful. We saw the catrids. Yeah, don't come without your sunglasses. Not just because of the sun, but sand kicks up here pretty good as well with all the wind. So I saw some little mini sandstorms over by the flag behind earlier. So probably won't be going there, with the one eye. So, anyways. Let's keep looking around. And if I had my microphone on, you could probably pick up the bells ringing. It's top of the hour. It's now 11 a.m. Sunday. Oh, she saw me. Really need a wide angle on this camera just to catch the size and scale. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so it's the Parthenon behind us. The size and scale, pretty massive considering what was required to make it. Human, sweat, blood, handcrafted, nothing from IKEA. You didn't go run down to the Home Depot when you ran out of nails. Your stepson doesn't borrow your power tools and not return them.
Is it more like the stepdad?
Hey, I don't know anything about that. Hey, you're not borrowing if you keep them. All right, this is a view from the foot of the Parthenon. You can see our Airbnb over there in the distance. My finger's not going to do it justice, but it's right there. Literally a 2-minute walk from the Acropolis. Literally. Look at this. You can see the Aegean Harbor in there in the background. And then down you can see the Theater of Dionysus. So they're pronounced caryatids, and they're part of the Erection. Push in, there are a lot of great picture sites. It is true. As soon as you walk in, you don't have to stop and turn around and take pictures. Move up the hill, allow people get through. There's a lot of great picture sites. And on our way out the exit, as you can see, the crowd's still pouring through. Alright, heading back to the Monsterocchi area, Plaka area. You go grab something to eat. Step cafe, rooftop bar, it doesn't matter. But we're getting ready to head right down here as it starts, and you can see the rooftops that are already have people on them, and plants, lots of plants on the roofs and on the terraces. So, and cars down narrow alleys. Lots and lots and lots. Cretan omelet. Greek pancake with tomato sauce. Alright, we just had our brunch at Anafina, and it was rooftop, and it was pretty good. So, added to the recommend. Very hot, or very bright, but not too hot. The wind helped a little bit, a little warm. Nice wind. A little windy at some points, so you had to hold on to some things, but it was good. She had the Greek pancake. Greek style pancake. Sausage, bacon, and feta, and red sauce, which was like a tomato, kind of like a little bit like a sweet marinara. Sweet marinara, totally unexpected, not on the ingredients. So, but actually it was good. Greek style pancakes are not like our U.S. pancakes are. They have yeast in them, and so they have a different texture, more like a donut. So, but it was yummy. Actually, the sauce and the sausage, it actually was really good. And then I had a Cretan omelet, which was yummy as well. And so now we're going to walk back to the Acropolis area and go see the Agora, Roman, and Greek, and the other things. So, all right, we'll see you there. Here we are at the Roman Agora. Space the Roman Agora occupies is pretty large. Probably feels almost like the size of a football field. Almost. You see the entrance over there in the background. Oh, sorry, I was pointing at your boobies. No! Oh, and the side right here? And what you're seeing here is the largest salt shaker in the entire world. Oh, my apologies. It's a pepper shaker. There's only one hole. Roman Agora. Why such look of disdain? Okay, we are currently inside Hadrian's library, where I was sharing the fun fact that Jay did not believe me, was that Hadrian charged the highest late fees for the return of books to his library in all of ancient Greece. True story. Highest fees. You won't find that on Google or Wikipedia, but you heard it from me first. She loves it. Hey babe. Hey babe. Where do the cats live in Greece? In the catacombs. Yeah, she stuck with me like this for like another 4 days. Huh? Nothing? I said you stuck with me like this for another 4 days. She's gonna need it. She's gonna be needing a second vacation after this.
I've been with him for 2 full weeks.
She's gonna need a single vacation. It's okay. I don't think she appreciates my brand of tourism. Behind me at Hadrian's Library is where they kept the Dewey Decimal cards. And over here, that's where they kept the books on tape. And right here is where the librarians checked out the books. Again, you're not going to find this stuff on Wikipedia or on the YouTube. You only get that from me as a stupid tourist in a foreign land, just having fun and enjoying the history of it. This is the outer wall of a church, or maybe an inner wall of a church. The Church of Sta Scalia. I'd say, what, 30 feet at least? 30 meters? 20 meters high? All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break for now, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the afternoon. Get out of the heat a little bit. It's warmed up quite a bit since we started out this morning. So yeah, we're just walking back to the B&B, and yeah, we're going to take a little bit of break, get hydrated, and wait for the sun to get a little bit lower in the sky. Lots of sunlight, so we'll have sunlight until like 8 o'clock easy. So, all right. So get a little stroll. We are heading down to Hadrian's Arch and then going to see the Temple of the Olympian Zeus. And then after that, we're going to go have traditional Greek Italian, which is also known as Bella Panisi restaurant. I'm not sure exactly what traditional Greek Italian is. Ma'am, can you tell me what that is?
I don't know what traditional Greek Italian is, but I know we're going to have Italian.
So we're going to have Italian. Lovely little walk here. And yeah, so come walk with us. Let's go see a few more of our combo ticket sites and get our money's worth. And yeah, and then we're going to have traditional Greek Italian. And hey, dumbass, don't forget to take off your ND filters next time. And this is Hadrian's Arch. And here is the temple to Zeus. I mean, he's just a pretty big guy, right? So this obviously was a pretty big temple.
Oh, I thought this is where the Olympian Games were.
No.
I guess there's no stadium.
Well, the very first Olympic Games were not held here in Athens. The ancient Olympics were not held here. But down the road, the first modern Olympics were held here. In the stadium where they were held, still there. And of course in 2004, the Olympics were held here again, where a lot of modernization occurred in Athens to bring that about. So, but yeah. As you can see, the restoration scaffolding. And then from the Temple of Zeus, you can see, I guess what would be the east side, right? East and southern side of the Acropolis. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea what direction I'm facing. I just know sun's that way heading for sunset. And we're going to walk around. And we're going to look at this column laying on its side. So the question is, I assume that they're going to reassemble it, right? And put it upright again somewhere, like they're doing with this one. Right? Like they may have done with this. Right? And then of course, the bigger part of the structure. These all look like internal columns though. So from the Temple of Zeus, you can see obviously the huge Temple of Zeus. In the back you can see over there Lycabettus Hill. And then of course, as noted earlier, you can see the Acropolis. Where's my finger at? Oh, I can't see. Oh, there it is. There's my finger. Oh, Acropolis.
The one with the cable car, or?
Yeah, Lycabettus is the one that has the cable car. So, and then the church is up at the top. And it's a hike. You want to do that? You want to do the hike?
Check that with me on Tuesday.
No, I want to do that hike. Trust me. We got 2 full days left here. I think our hiking days are pretty much it. We'll hike Philippus.
That's why I said check back with me on Tuesday. I might be up there.
Ah, okay. We'll see.
Pass it on.
True story. And here we have the Roman bathhouses outside of the Temple of Zeus. As you see, there's marble, stone, and brick, so possibly someone came back in here later and did some renovations. You know, like a bathroom renovation at your house, maybe. Yeah, just imagine what happened here 2,500 years ago. You know. Oh no, you know. All right, Monday morning. We got an early start. It's only 11:30 a.m.
Earlier than normal.
Not really. We were at the Acropolis yesterday at like 9:30. Anyways, so we're going to go get some Greek yogurt from McDonald's because we hear it's fancier over here. Oh wait, it's not McDonald's. I don't know where we're going. So it's a lovely day, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't ask me what that is in Celsius. As a high. Nice breeze right now, and oh yeah, I mean this is gorgeous weather. So second week of September. She still whispers. I'm sorry. Second week of September, and weather is perfect today. I mean really perfect. So you want to avoid the heat, but still have, you know, enough warmth and sun. Yep. And far fewer of your best friends visiting sites come beginning of September. So it's still great. All right, so we got our yogurt from Fresco, and it was okay. Not as good as what we had in Santorini, but you know, we got our yogurt fixing for now. Maybe that $8 yogurt across the street was better. We don't know.
No, I read the reviews.
Okay. All right, so we're in the Deseo neighborhood, and we're going to walk back up and go to the ancient agora. We just came over here for the yogurt. I thought it was in the right direction. Kind of, sort of in the right direction. But so it's a nice little area. You got a great view of the Acropolis. Look at this hill. A lot of shops, or a lot of restaurants, and a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, a few rooftop bars. So it's probably some good views. So something to think about is to check out the Seo neighborhood. Sebastian over at Greek Swain said it was the quieter neighborhoods, and it feels pretty quiet. Not a lot of traffic down here, so yeah. All right, there is the Stoa, one of the Stoas here at the ancient Agora. So it looks like you can actually go in it, and so we're gonna go in it and take a look around and maybe get some shots from above of the ancient Agora. So some of these statues are probably Aphrodite, and some of them are not Aphrodite, and some of them are Aphrodite. Is that what? Statue of a nymph. Oh yeah, I see a nymph. Oh yeah. And a succubus. We are at the Temple of Hephaestus.
Can we not go down the way we came up?
Man, then he is rude to not give it to her. I mean, because when somebody asks me for a little bit of the old, in and out, and there's never been a time I've ever said no to her.
Come on, honey, let's go back to her. Just
So here's the Odeon of Agrippa. You can see the entrance statues are still fairly well intact. The Odeon is a singing venue, so it hosted like Broadway musicals, vaudeville, open mic nights, that kind of stuff. And now we're on the Pantheonic Way, which would have been the road from the Agora, the ancient Agora, up to the Acropolis. As you can see, they would come from here, head up there, and conduct other business. inside the shade of the stoa. Getting ready to go up to the second floor. Follow us. Museum entrance. Ah, yeah. Ooh, it's super dark in here. It's super dark in here. So this is what it would have looked like. That's the stoa there. Alright, we've left the Agora and we've come out to Keramakos, which is, I think, like a cemetery of some sort. And they have a museum out here, and yeah, so it's a nice little area, a little bit, about 600 meters from the Agora, not a bad walk. Pretty much everything around here is not a bad walk around the Acropolis, but yeah, take a look. Pretty expansive in here, huh? It's pretty big, huh? The thing is, it's just not, stuffed full of tombs and graves. I mean, there's a lot of walking paths and areas of different heights. It's actually probably intended to be more of a place to come and celebrate. Maybe? I don't know. Again, this channel is not informational purposes. It's only merely entertainment. So, I have to caveat that. The archway. So, alright, let's go around here, see what happens. Going over here to see the archway that we can't go down and see. Huh. Anything?
No chain. You can't go back that way.
You know what? No chain's gonna keep me bound. I will not be chained. Man does not own me. Not my employer, and my wife. But no man, no chain. Oh no. So, pro tip in Greece, know where you're eating and where you're going. And make sure you don't eat before you have to go up from the bottom of a hill to the very top. Because I gotta tell you,
At 52 years old, it sucks.
who's 52? Wait, you're 52?
You're 52.
Oh my gosh. Nuts in your mouth. It's not fun. With belly full of beer, pita, tzatziki, gyros, Greek salad, spanakopita, domades.
Okay, now you're exaggerating.
It feels like I ate all that though. Hold up, let me get that up real quick. And the sun sets away on another day in Athens from Philippoupos. Oh, I said it earlier right. God. Philippoupos Hill. And we almost missed it because of Candy Crush. Wait, what? Oh, you're right. Because of Amazon.
Because you were busy watching a movie.
Negative. I was dressed and ready to go. I was waiting for you. Which is a true story. Mm-hmm. Squeezing away. And the best part is now that it's gone, the sky starts to saturate. Wow, how did I know this view didn't exist earlier? Philippoupos Hill. Alright, finishing our hike up Philippoupos Hill, and we're going to see the Philippoupos Monument. There you go. Nice. All right, we just got done with Philippoupos Hill. We walked down the street now, 10 minutes or so. And we're gonna try Tuk Tuk, which is a Thai street food restaurant here in Athens. So hopefully it's great. It's got great reviews. Not that we don't like Greek food, but we've had it a lot for the last 2 weeks, so we're gonna have something different tonight. Guys. So here at Tuk Tuk, look at these menus. These are super cool. They look like old, Thai movie posters. The whole atmosphere and vibe is pretty cool here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping the food meets it. Will the food? You're the one that found this. It's all on you.
No pressure.
She said no pressure, but there's a lot of pressure here. Greek Thai. I'm hoping to have Thai fried gyro.
It's just Thai. It's no different than Thai in the US.
You're not going to convince me that this is a Greek tie, but it's still pretty cool. Anyways, we've ordered, and yeah, it looks good. I hope it tastes better. So I'd like to say that the reason we chose this is that we wanted to try different food in a different country that we have back home. So Thai from the U.S. versus Thai here in Greece. The reality, we were just missing rice. We haven't had rice in almost 17 days. And you know us, we gotta have some rice. Total Asian. Stir-fried duck, Penang curry. Let's eat. Alright. We made it to the Archaeological Museum, about a 45 minute walk from the Acropolis area. Not bad, really. Lots of shade in the area. Pass by, go through Sintamaga, or again, you're not coming to me for pronunciations. But yeah, so not a bad walk. You can certainly stop, take breaks, have a coffee, have something to eat. See my review of Costas. And yeah, so again, Tuesdays, it doesn't open until 1 o'clock, so we're just waiting with 200 of our best friends to get in here in 8 minutes, so we'll check it out. So, someone needs to explain to me why so many of the statues I've seen in Athens are missing their heads. This is a statue of Aphrodite. Headless. Another statue of Aphrodite. Also headless. I have to know why all the heads are missing. Someone please inform me. So, according to this relief, ancient Greek games consisted of possibly a giant rat and a cat fighting, and then moving on to a wrestling match, classic, and then when all the games were done, all the bros would get together, and then they would go out to the club and go dancing. That was the original Olympics. True story. Or completely made up, I'm not sure. This pot here held all of Grayson's stinky pish. As you can see, it has a pish on it. All right, National Archaeological Museum. What'd you think?
Very interesting.
Very interesting. It really do. That was a good recommendation. They had a lot in there. They had
You
everything.
could spend hours in there.
We did. We spent like 2.5 hours walking around. Probably even could have spent a little bit longer. Um, it was interesting. I mean, there's all over Greece. You know, the islands, all through the mainland. You saw different periods, and yeah, it's really interesting. And the great thing is everything was labeled. Nothing was just sitting there, kind of like this. They gave you details, descriptions, the periods where they were found, or when they were found, or when they were from. And why do you keep jumping out of the camera?
I don't want to be in the camera.
Oh my goodness! And where they were about. And I'm kind of amazed about how much detail they had. Like someone felt like, are you making this up? I mean, there was like a foot, and they're like, this was a statue of Aphrodite, and she was, seated next to Eros and Pan, and I'm like, you got that from a foot? So obviously there's more there that I don't know. But anyways, well worth the 45-minute walk to go see if you're interested in those types of things. If you're not, then certainly it's a lot of pottery and rock and marble, but some really well kept pieces. A lot of things were intact. I mean, not everything, right? Still missing heads on a lot of statues, but some other things were just really pristine. So do recommend National Archaeological Museum. Go online, get your tickets, buy them from the official site, or you'll pay more on like tickets and every other site. They want to charge you a fee, which makes no sense, right? And especially with e-ticketing, you're going to need to do it so you can schedule the time you can come in. And they took my bag, got a little ticket, but I don't understand because some people had their bags, and
Maybe they ran out of tax.
I mean, everything that you could put in a bag was behind a glass case. So what were they think it was going to take? Anyways, all right, we're going to start hoofing it back to our district in the last few hours of daylight, and then so tomorrow we head home. All right, so we are halfway back to the Acropolis. We had to stop by Lucamadas, another vlogger favorite. So we're going to try these traditional donuts out. These are the donut hole version and not the donut version. So looking forward to it. I got the honey and cinnamon, and Jay, she got the chocolate praline. So I mean, I'm ready for something sweet after that walk. I burned off our pita lunch, and we're ready. Some traditional Lucamadas. Cheers. Our last night in Greece. Did you enjoy your last 17 days? Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy them despite of me?
In spite of me?
Despite, in spite, whichever.
Devin, I love you. I'm spending the last 17 days.
See, she's trying to whisper it, but my new fancy mic is going to pick it up, so I don't know what she said, but I'll find out in post. Well, I had a lovely time with you.
Just lovely.
Stellar. Spectacular. Amazing. But I'm not going to lie, I'm ready to sleep out of bed. And I'm ready to rub my cat's belly.
And do you want
No. No lawn work. Work.
Oh, I could hire me a yard boy.
If you want to hire a yard boy, go for it. I'll pay minimum wage.
It's not going to be enough. Are you taking a video of
Alright.
yourself?
Going to enjoy our last night in Greece. Maybe get to bed a little earlier than I have been, and early to rise to hopefully maybe possibly catch sunrise over the Acropolis one more time. Or one time. But we'll see. 9 a.m. we're leaving, so we'll see how that goes. I'm packed. Alright, time for dinner. No more filming. They must be having a concert at the Odeon. I hear the lights are on, or see the lights are on. You hear,
People in the stadium there.
you can see music and people. Interesting that, again, they still have modern concerts in something that's thousands of years old. Our last night in Athens. Our last night with that view. Good night, Acropolis. Until we meet again. Are you sad to be leaving Greece, birthday girl?
I know it's happy to go here. I'm happy every day I look at it.
Well, we are boarded and on our first leg of a 2-leg journey back home. And yeah, so it's a good 17 days, but we're ready to get home, see our furry son, and take care of some issues that happened while we were away. So not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to a long work weekend for me, but hopefully it'll be a quiet one, depending on how things went while I was gone. So Greece was amazing and fun, and the islands especially. We had a great time everywhere we went, and certainly when we come back, we'll explore more of the country. I think we'll be going back to all the places we went before, maybe Naxos.
Hello again, everyone.
Yeah.
As you are getting settled, please be aware that all of your carry-on items must be placed underneath the seat in front of you or in the enclosed overhead bin. If you're bringing on 2 carry-on items...
Alright, sorry, announcements kicked on as I was finishing up. Anyway, so hoping to have a safe and uneventful trip, and looking forward to getting back home, and we'll see you on our next adventure, which is, who knows where we'll go. I don't know, Bed Bath & Beyond, maybe the Home Depot, I don't know. It sounds just like life's an adventure. You never know what you're going to get. And of course, our trip to Athens and to all of Greece would not be complete without pictures of all of the kitty cats that we found along the way. We thoroughly enjoyed meeting all of you and hope that one day you'll be able to come to the States and visit us. But since that's unlikely, we'll miss you, and we hope you have a good life. That's all.